Life is about creating yourselves. To develop your personality, chalk out a plan, set a goal, and discover your qualities. Acharya Shri Vijay Vallabh School, Pune brings to you a webinar on personality development. Conquer with confidence. To build your capabilities and nurture your talent. To come out of your fear and explore the world. By our speaker, Lion Dr. Jyoti Toshniwal. To gain confidence in public speaking. To enhance new skills and transform them into your strengths. Our chairman, Shri Subhashji Parmar, has inspired and guided us. So, are you all ready to start creating a roadmap to become a best version of you? Then let's begin with our today's interesting webinar.
Good morning and a warm welcome to one and all. I, Evelina John, on behalf of Acharya Shri Vijay Vallabh School, welcome you all for today's live Sunday hour with our honorable guest, Dr. Jyoti Toshniwal, on the topic personality development. We at our school, with the inspiration and guidance from our chairman, Shri Subhashji Parmar Sir, and members of the committee, have organized this webinar. Now, let's move to a very interesting topic. It is rightly said, beauty attracts the eye, but personality captures the heart. जीवन में सुंदरता से ज्यादा व्यक्तित्व महत्वपूर्ण होता है. Yes, beauty of a person is temporary, but personality is permanent and lasts forever. Personality development means self-development. It plays an important role in our life. An impressive personality wants everyone to outline in this world. Personality helps us to improve our versatility. It is not a talent, it is a skill. So we can develop it among our children, as children are the future of tomorrow. May they grow up to make us proud and achieve the highest human values. Now, I hand over to our principal ma'am, Mrs. Snehal Khataukar, to brief us about our school. Over to you, ma'am.
Thank you, Evelina. Good morning to one and all. Once again, a very warm welcome to all those who are present today for this webinar. I thank our today's speaker, renowned soft skills trainer and facilitator, Lion Dr. Jyoti Toshniwal, for accepting our request and ready to preside our today's webinar on an outstanding topic, personality development. It's a good saying, there's a beauty in a strong personality. We at Acharya Shri Vijay Vallabh School, child's personality is our first priority and is of utmost importance. We always strongly focus and promote academic and co-curricular activities like karate, yoga, dance, gymnastics, etc., which helps to develop overall personality of the child. We also motivate and cherish the young minds which enhance and exhibit their talents through the various competitions held in the school. We also run Institute of Education and Career Development, through which we offer many courses such as Early Child Care and Education, that is Teachers Training Course, Spoken English, Basic Computers, Advanced Computers, and many more, which boost the confidence of the persons who are part of this institution. I wholeheartedly thank our chairman, Sir Subhashji Parmar, for the guidance and the support given to us for this webinar. I feel proud to be a part of such wonderful school where the students get to know beyond the classroom. So let's move ahead and enjoy our today's webinar and make this morning informative and interesting. Believing in yourself is the first secret to success. Thank you. Over to you, Evelina.
Thank you, ma'am. Now, I would like to introduce to you our guest of honor on behalf of our school. I am extremely glad to welcome our guest for today, Dr. Jyoti Toshniwal, ma'am. Dr. Jyoti is a dental surgeon by professional, practicing for last 35 years in Pune. Ma'am is an NLP graduate and an accomplished soft skill trainer and facilitator. She has conducted many trainings programs, not only in our district, but across the country too. With her exceptional skills and empowering qualities, she has turned her vision into a mission. She brought laurels to district at multiple national and international level through various projects, contests, grants, and above all, outstanding performance on every front. She is a former head of dental department at Tarachand and Mahatma Phule Hospital, life member of Pune Home and School for Blind and Women's Council, Executive Council member of Mama Saheb Mohol Secondary School of Hingnekurt, Pune, and former honorary secretary of Medi Jain Association of Doctors. Ma'am, we are indeed very fortunate and blessed to have you with us this morning to share your views on this exciting topic. Over to you, ma'am.
Thank you, Evelina, ma'am. Well, the Snehal Khatawkar ji, the principal of this very popular school in the city, that is Vijay Vallabh School. Respected chairman, Mr. Subhashji Parmar, all the respected trustees, and dedicated and committed staff of this wonderful school. At the outset, let me appreciate the efforts taken by the school to take up the initiative for the personality development. In fact, I have seen the school's overall activities from a very close angle. And on this occasion, I must appreciate the vision of the chairperson, Mr. Subhashji Parmar, that this school had started the international cultural exchange as well as the knowledge exchange, the communication between the children of the school and the children from the Brazil and now in the country Korea. I think that's a wonderful initiative as far as the future of these children are concerned. And that's how we make up or we create the personality development right at the childhood age. Friends, I feel that God or nature has created, rather I will put up like this, that the human being is the best creation of the God or the nature, whatever you call it as. And God has given each one of us a wonderful gift, a very unique abilities, qualities in each one of us, and gift like mind, body, emotions, and intellect. Now it is up to us how best we can develop that, use to its fullest potential, and make this world, our life, and the family in the most positive manner. And in that direction, personality development plays a very vital role. In present scenario also, you take up any field, whether it's business, corporate field, industry, profession, schools, family, or even while choosing the life partner, personality makes a very, very great impact. And therefore, I think each one of us should be alert and careful about our own personality. I really appreciate the initiative taken by the school regarding this. I feel this particular topic will be more effective if we take up in a question answer session, especially the questions from the parents, because they are the people, the parents and the teachers. They are the main elements in creating the positive personality in the students. Over to you, Avelina. We can start the question answer session, and that's how we can make this presentation.
Thank you, ma'am, for your inspiring and valuable views. I now hand over to Rupali for the question answer session.
Thank you, Evelina. Now, from the audience perspective, the question answers can be the most valuable part of our presentation. It provides our listeners the opportunity to get their questions answered, learn more about the topic as it relates to their circumstances, and to get clarification on a point they didn't understand. So let's begin with the question answer session. I request our parent, Santosh Bhatti ma'am, to ask question to our guest.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Santosh Bhatti. My child Arya Bhatti is studying in standard first. I would like to ask my question to Lion Dr. Jyoti Toshniwal ma'am. Ma'am, my question is, what exactly is personality development in an individual?
Personality development का क्या मतलब है? Over to you, ma'am.
Yes, I'd like to share my screen. Well, I appreciate the question. If we want to understand what is personality development, let's understand first what is personality is all about. In present time, I feel the school or any parent, they are creating the global citizen. And in that direction, there is a need to understand what exactly the personality is and how we can develop these personalities so that at the end, we will able to effectively reciprocate all the challenges, changes around, and create this world a better place to live in. Friends, personalities has come the word from a Latin word persona, that means mask. Mask. But personality is not just an outer look. It's an outer look as well as the inner look. Majority of the time, what happens is, we say, the kind of clothes person has worn or the kind of, branded shoes he has worn. And that's how we decide, wow, this personality is great. No, my friends, personality is not only the outer look, it's health of that person as well as the inner health of that person. And let's take few examples. Like, majority of the time students feel we must look like a Sachin Tendulkar, or we must, copy Mr. Amitabh Bachchan. These are the famous world-class personalities. Like you take the example of Amitabh Bachchan. Well, he went first time in the film industry asking for a role. Everybody has refused him. He said, you don't have any points so that we can accept you as an actor. Your height is useful to remove the cobwebs, but nothing else. But see, look at Mr. Bachchan. He found the strength inside. He saw, he introspected his voice, made the modulation accordingly, and made that voice modulation as a strength of himself. And slowly, today, he is emerged as a world-class personality, or a world-class actor, or a world-class human being. Secondly, just take a Sachin Tendulkar. If you look at his height, his overall body structure, or his voice, nobody would have thought at the young age that he will become a world-class player. But he concentrated, focused on his strength that he will able to shot as a 4 sixers in a classic style. And today he has made a wonderful records, rather we can say world records, which many people are waiting to break it. Friends, personality is a pattern body of habits, traits, abilities, ideas of an individual, as these are organized into the roles and statues. They relate internally towards achieving the goal. They relate internally to motivate towards goal and various aspects of selfhood, leading to the positive change in life. Types of personalities we see around. Some are perfectionists, observers, some are achievers, helpers, adventurers, questioners, or peacemaker. Even many times we hear that some are reserved personality, some are self-centered personality, or some are really a role model. These are the various types of personalities. But to become such personalities, you need to make an effort, and that too on a daily basis. Let's see now what is personality development. Any personalities, whatever you have, and if you want to develop, let's see how it is. Personality development, it is a process. It can be developed at any point of time. It can be polished and it can be redefined also. Friends, improving and grooming oneself, outer self, that is appearance, body language and health, and inner self, that is emotions, thinking, your abilities, your skills, and your body language, self-confidence, to bring about the positive change in your life. It is actually a development from organized pattern of attitudes and behavior, which makes an individual very, very distinctive in your surrounding. It is enhancing the new set of skills, maximizing your capabilities, nurturing your talent, harnessing your strengths, working on your weaknesses, and transforming these weaknesses to your strengths. That is what is the personality is all about. Friends, there are 4 fields where any individual in their lifetime, they must concentrate so that their personality becomes a balanced or a complete personality. Which are these fields? This first is physical, then social, mental, emotional, and spiritual. Here I would suggest at this point of time, students can focus on 4 areas, that is physical, social, mental, and emotional. Well, spiritual also some of you can try, because we have an example of Santa Jnaneshwar, who at the age of 21, he was into spiritual and he was successful. Friends, I would like to share here one video where you can relate yourself. Students can relate themselves how at this age also personality can become a very, very impactful personality, taking all the initiative. Just have a look. No? Sharing music, sound. Sorry, there was a technical difficulty.
सर आपके लिए उस पार कार का इंतजाम किया है सर आइए सर चल चल
I hate this country.
So, friends and parents, you must have started relating yourself. What an inspiring, responsible, and a great initiative this little student has taken up when all other people on this particular location, they were just acting as an observer. This is what is expected from the students. Friends, just try to introspect. This situation is very, very common situation. And what exactly the thought process you have it that particular time. Just introspect yourself and improve upon. Over to you, Avelina.
Very nice information you have given, ma'am.
Sorry, Nikki.
I request our parent, Jyoti Bora, to ask question to our guest.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Jyoti Bora. My child Arna Bora, studying in standard first. I would like to ask my question to Dr. Jyoti Toshniwal ma'am. Which skills are required for developing personality of student?
बच्चों में पर्सनालिटी डेवलपमेंट के विकास के लिए कौन से कौशल्य की आवश्यकता है? Over to you, ma'am.
Thank you, Rupali. And I must appreciate this question from Bora madam. Friends, as I told you right in the beginning, that present time is a very, very different time. We are into the most advanced world, wherein fast changes are there around, especially due to pandemic. Everybody must have experienced it. There are a lot of technical advancement is there. And in short, I would like to make a statement that the students in any school or in any family, we are creating a global citizen. That is a need of today's time. And in that regard, I would like to suggest few skills where you can really focus and improve upon. These are the skills. The effective communication, which is very, very basic. Active listening. Listening is to understand the people's point of view. That is what is the active listening. Many times what happens is we become very impatient and immediately we judge that person or that situation and we react. Well, that is not a correct thing. So active listening is important. Creativity, where this world is of ideas. You take Google, you take Microsoft, you take Facebook, you take WhatsApp. Everything started with an idea. So ideas is very important. And here the creative thinking has tremendous importance in this present world. So we need to really brainstorm, start thinking creatively and work upon on many ideas for one problem so that you have a number of solutions. Collaboration, yes, we need to work in a team. That is the need of the hour. And collaborative skill will help you in giving your best. Critical thinking, yes, that is also one of the important skills. Problem solving, positive thinking, resilience. See the amount of changes around, the challenges coming forward, how we react to that and come back to your normal position. That is the need of the hour. Otherwise, what happens is students, they cannot take up a failure or a difficulty, any kind of difficulty or a problems. And we see in the newspaper, the number of suicides are taking place. So this resilience skill is very important. Then goal setting to become the successful in your life as well as your managing time. And importantly is etiquettes and manners. That's the whole thing makes your personality very, very positive. Well, along with these skills, values are also important. So these are the things which is necessary for the present students. And these skills can be learned. There is always the management science. They are so much doing the research. There are simple methods, simple techniques, which you can inculcate and you can become expert in all such skills. School can take up these training sessions, particularly to develop these skills. That is what is my suggestions. Thank you.
So we understood that how personality development skills are useful in any career of an individual to live his or her life. I would like to ask question to our guest. How parents and teachers can contribute students in developing his/her personality. Parents और टीचर्स स्टूडेंट्स के पर्सनालिटी डेवलपमेंट के विकास में क्या योगदान दे सकते हैं? ओवर टू यू तोष्णीवाल मैम.
Yes, Rupali ji. Parents and teachers both are the key components in developing the personality right from the childhood. I would like to first begin with a video wherein you can get an idea how the parents' role is important in inculcating good values, the life values in any of the child. Let's have a look.
Kenyan runner Abel Muthai was leading the cross-country race at an event in Burlada, Navera in December 2012. He was only a few meters from the finish line but got confused with the sign and stopped, thinking he had finished the race. A Spanish runner, Ivan Fernandez, was right behind him and realizing what was going on, he started shouting to the Kenyan to keep running. Muthai did not know Spanish and did not understand. Realizing what was going on, Fernandez pushed Muthai to the victory. A reporter asked Ivan, "Why did you do this?" Ivan replied, "My dream is that one day we can have some sort of community life where we push ourselves and help each others to win." The reporter insisted and asked again, "But you could have." Ivan replied, "I didn't deserve to win it. I did what I had to do." He was the rightful winner. He created a gap that I could not have closed if he had not made a mistake. As soon as I saw he was stopping, I knew I was not going to pass him. And what would be the merit of this victory? And what would be the honor of this medal? And what would my mother think of it? Moral: the values are transmitted from generation to generation. What values do we teach our children, and how much do you inspire others to earn it? Most of us take advantage of people's weaknesses instead of helping to strengthen them.
So, well, friends, you just recollect the words of Mr. Fernandez. He said, "What my mother will think about me." And that shows that the roots of these values, from where it's coming from their family, it's coming from their mother, parents. This is what is the role of parents. I feel if parents' actions, parents' words, their behavior, how they treat others, what is their thought process, and overall, their thinking about the child, the kind of love they share, everything is creating impact on the personality development of any child. And this is very important. Therefore, parent has to be very, very careful when the child will grow up, what kind of person he will become. You know, the process starts from that point itself, from the childhood. Parents need to take care of all this. Friends, about the teacher, I would like to share one story. Through that, you will come to know what is the role of the teacher. The teacher, I always say, they are not only building nation, but they are creating personality. Teacher's role is very, very impactful. It creates a lifetime memories. A story which is of an elementary teacher, Mr. Thompson, and a small child, maybe about 10 to 11 years old. His name is Teddy. The Thompson teacher, she was teaching a 5th grade class. The new academic year was started. And she, as usual, she introduced herself to all the children. She noticed that there is one child who's sitting right in the front row, whose overall outlook was very, very messy, and he was not getting mixed up with the friends. He was not playing with any of the friends. He was not talking only. All the time he was looking gloomy. So this teacher, Mrs. Thompson, what she did is she went through this child's earlier record. To her surprise, she came to know that in first grade, this particular child, Miss Teddy, was very, very bright student, very, very playful. He was all the time playing, gossiping with the friends. Everybody wanted this child to become a friend, of themselves. So such child, when he went to second standard, the record says that in second standard, he was still the brightest student, doing very well in the academic career. But in a second term, he started struggling at the home due to terminal illness of his mother. Then she read the third grade record. To her surprise, she came to know that this child again started fighting with himself, both at the home as well as school, due to death of his mother. It was very hard to accept that. And that's how he started withdrawing himself. And in fourth standard, the record says that this child, if we do not take care of him, both at home as well as school, there will be hazardous effects on his life. Because at home, this child was trying his level best, but he could not do it himself. His father was not giving any cooperation because he was also sad. And at school also, he was not getting any cooperation from anybody else. So that's how this personality became within a time of 1.5 years time. So this is what is really made alert Mrs. Thompson. And she started introspecting what type of judgment she was making about this child. And in that few days' time, the Christmas celebration came in. There was a tradition that every student used to present that teacher some or the other gift. All the students brought the gifts for the teacher, beautifully wrapped in a colorful paper. But this child brought the gift, which was just wrapped in a grocery paper or a brown paper, ordinary paper. And the gift was a bottle of perfume, which was used, just 1/4 of a bottle, and a bracelet, which was again used. And there were no stones were missing from that bracelet. When she opened up the gift, teacher felt this situation is very, very different. I must do something regarding this. And still she went ahead. She used that perfume next day and she came to the class. This child slowly, opened up, the smile opened up. He said, "Teacher, you smell just like my mother." And slowly he started responding. Friends, with the personalized focus and effort of that teacher, Mrs. Thompson, this child slowly changed into a very positive personality, started doing well, and within a year's time, he became the most pet student of every teacher. After 4 to 6 years, there was a time to leave the school, and Teddy wrote a letter to a teacher. "You are the best teacher in my life, and you believed me, and that's why I am at this stage." After again 4 or 5 years, the letter came to the teacher saying that I am leaving this country for a higher studies. And after 3 years' time, a letter came from that, again, Mr. Teddy, to a teacher, Mrs. Thompson, with the ticket to America. And letter said that I am getting married and I want you to remain present. Because my mother is not there, and in this between period, I lost my father also. Teacher Mrs. Thompson really started introspecting. She honored that invitation. She went for a marriage and she sat exactly on the chair where generally the mother of the groom, they sit there. She sat there. She was wearing that bracelet and using that perfume also. After the marriage, boy came, Mr. Teddy came to Mrs. Thompson and said, you believe me, you believe that I can make a difference. And that's why I'm here at this stage. Teacher said, no, Mr. Teddy, you made me introspect how to teach, how to become a good teacher. And that's what is the, I think, most impactful conversation between Teddy and Mrs. Thompson. Friends, I feel that teacher's role, if they add with the teaching, the emotions, that will make a lot of impact, and with their personal focus, that will create a wonderful personality. Over to you, Rupali ji.
Yes, I'm sure everyone understood how we can contribute in developing the student personality. I would like to ask one more question, ma'am. How does family environment and background affect child's personality development? Family background and personality development को कैसे प्रभावित करता है? Over to you, Dr. Toshniwal, ma'am.
Yes. Family also is a very important component in personality development. In fact, there are generations and generations of that particular family make an impact. The beliefs, the habits of the family, how they treat other people, how they talk, how they present themselves in front of the society. All these things, they make impact knowingly, unknowingly on the development of a child, especially the values. And therefore, any family has to be very, very careful. Whether there is dietary family, means what they eat, the kind of food they have, or the kind of thoughts they have on any particular situation. And therefore, I request every family, you must really think from the point of view of a child. And if any negative things are there, kindly correct in time. Thank you, Rupali ji.
Absolutely, ma'am. We agree with the answer you have given. I request my colleague Aparna to ask question to our guest.
Thank you, Rupali Miss. Aparna Dayude would like to question to ma'am, can a child develop his unique personality on his own?
क्या बच्चे अपनी पर्सनैलिटी डेवलपमेंट का विकास अपने आप कर सकते हैं? Over to you, Dr. Toshniwal, ma'am.
Yes, it's an excellent question, I must say. See, we have the example of Mr. Mohanchand Karamchand Gandhi ji. All of you must be aware, when he went for a job in Africa, what kind of personality he was having, what kind of thought process he was having. And after the independence of India, it is 1947, when he became the father of nation, what kind of personality and the thought process he was having. This is a tremendous change. And I think this change, majority of the time, has made by himself and nobody else. So any person at any point of the time, as I mentioned right in the beginning, we can make ourselves the changes, positive changes, to make our personality very, very positive. It is possible. And at this student's level, what we can do, let's look at it. What a student can do it. But all these things, what I am going to tell you right now, you have to do it on a daily basis. You need to take a conscious efforts. You need to analyze yourself. You need to make an analysis of your weaknesses, strengths, and what opportunity you can have it, what unique abilities you're having. And accordingly, you can make an effort. The first thing is wear a smile. That's the biggest gift God has given to us. Smile can really communicate with others and changes the whole atmosphere, brings in positivity, not only positivity, but a happiness. And that secretes or delivers a lot of endorphins, which is again helpful for your brain and your thinking process and overall feeling. You need to be positive. Positive attitude in your life is very, very important. If we focus, see, any situation has positive and negative things. But if we focus on negative part, your actions, the direction of your actions changes. But if we focus on a positive things, your direction changes and you get a very positive outcome. Second is having learning, sharing and caring, and can-do attitude. That is very important. Many of the times you feel that, no, I will not able to learn this. I will not able to do this. No, my friends. God has given so much ability, so much potential that you can really bring into reality. That is, I am possible. Nothing is impossible for me. So that can-do attitude is very important. Then take an initiative, take a responsibility. How we have seen that video, how that small child was taking an initiative, a responsibility of that thing, clearing the road and not remained as an observer. Don't give up. Mistakes are okay, my friends. Anybody can do mistakes. Failures are also okay. In fact, I will say failure is the first step of a success. Many of the times what happens is if there are mistakes and failures, you get to withdraw. That should not happen. Many of the times, all these suicidal tendencies are happening, rather increasing in the students. Why? Because they can't take up, that failure. They cannot take up no, that word, And that is where we need to really work upon. Friends, I would like to suggest parents also, if the child makes any failure or they come out with any failure or make any blunder or even mistakes, you need to really respond to them in a very, very positive. I call that phrase as a rerouting. Majority of the times we go on a Google roadmap. Roadmap, when we go, if we want to go any destination, and if we take a wrong turn, what happens? What that Google says? He doesn't shout at us. He doesn't blame us. Or he doesn't say, oh, you are stupid. You can't do anything. You are of no use. He doesn't say that. If he says that, we will not use it. He knows that. So what he does is he reroutes the whole process, your roadmap rerouted. He just tell you, these are the kilometers, extra you need to travel and take this turn so that you can reach your destination. So much extra time will be taken. So there are many ways, many solutions for any problem. And that's how we need to give the alternative options, alternative solutions to your students so that student can really take it up. The confidence is maintained and he can try for it. Nothing is impossible for me. Find the ways to improve the weaknesses. Build the strengths. Explore new people, ideas, places, ways, information. The Google uncle is at your service. Every day, make it a point to learn something new, about the skill or the values or the people or the success stories. That will help you in building your personality. Go beyond your comfort zone. Many times what happens, in this TV era, students are very, very comfortable in front of the TV or an internet, with mobiles. You need to come out of that comfort zone and try for extra, try for, that whatever goal you want to achieve. Be creative in whatever you do. Respect and appreciate others. And daily exercise, practice meditation, yoga. This will help you to maintain your energy, to maintain your excitement, and that will help you to make your personality very, very bright, very, very neat and clean. Try to cultivate some hobby that will again help you, for your self-confidence building. These are the very simple and small things which any student can really make a part of their style on a daily basis. But need is they have to really take a decision. Yes, we are going to do this on a daily basis. That will help them in building their personality. Thank you, Rupali.
Definitely, ma'am. We have understood that a child can develop his unique personality on his own also. I request our parent Priyanka Chavan to ask question to our guest.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Priyanka Sawan. My child Isha Sawan, studying in Standard 4. I would like to ask my question to Lion Dr. Jyoti Toshniwal, ma'am. How can counseling help the children to develop his personality?
बच्चों के पर्सनालिटी डेवलपमेंट में काउंसलिंग कैसे मदद कर सकता है? Over to you, Dr. Toshniwal, ma'am.
Thank you, Rupali. I really appreciate this question. In fact, I'm happy that this question is asked, because what happens all the time, we think about, positive personality, but there are some negative personalities around us. And counseling helps when there is a negative behavior in a student. A family should not feel, or a parent should not feel, how can we approach a counselor? Counselor can really help that particular child who has a negative behavior. Behavior in the sense, if he's too angry, too violent, or doing damages to people around, or their family, or their friends, or he is succumb to any negative habits. So in such cases, we must take the help of a counselor. Counselor can really make an analysis of his personality. He can work out the strategic plan for improving his weaknesses, improving his shortcomings, improving those negative behavior qualities, and they make that effort, focused effort, so the outcome becomes very, very positive. And that really helps not only that child, but the family as a whole. Thank you very much.
Very nicely explained, ma'am, how counseling can help the child to develop his personality. I request our parent, Nikita Alkonda, to ask question to our guest.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Nikita Alkonda. My child Shritesh Ganesh Alkonda, studying in 5th standard. I just wanted to ask question to ma'am, Dr. Jyoti Toshniwal, ma'am, that what are the benefits of good personality?
एक अच्छी पर्सनैलिटी होने के क्या फायदा है? Over to you, ma'am.
Yes. Well, good personality, or a positive personality, or a successful personality, it has tremendous benefits. Benefits like it enables people to create good impression. That is the first and foremost. We always say the first impression is a last impression. Why we say? Because that creating impression has a very, very importance, a big importance is there. So creating good impression, personality definitely helps. It also helps them build and develop the relationship. If that is not there, then it always generally it all either it makes or breaks the relationship. So that's how the personality has an impact in building the relationship. Helps in career growth. It also helps in your performances. Whatever the performance level is today, if your personality becomes positive, it is developed, definitely your performance goes up. That excellence you achieve in your performance, it becomes extraordinary. It also helps in your aspirations. Whatever dreams you have, goals you have in your life, you can easily achieve that. And that becomes, aspirations become true. It also helps to improve the chances of better financial successes. It is a tool that helps you realize your capabilities and strength, making you more stronger, healthier, happier, and more positive person. These are all, the important benefits of personality development. As a student, if you develop your personality, just like that first video, what I have shown, your academic ranks or achievements or your test scores, that will definitely go higher up. And that's how you will become overall the balance and the positive personality in your life. Yes, over to you, Rupali.
I would like to ask one more question to you, ma'am. Which different activities can be conducted in the school for developing effective personality of the students?
Yes, I think from the school point of view, I appreciate this question. I already appreciated your initiatives taken by your school, the kind of webinars you are conducting, kind of international twinning you are making for the students, benefit of students. I must say, you are on the way of creating global citizen. But few more things you can take up. Suggestion is, we'll see first a video so that you can understand. This video is about a person, is a world-renowned personality is there. And how such videos can make a difference in your thought process. That is what is first takeaway I will
and I love traveling around the world, fishing, golfing, and swimming. I love living life. I am happy. But honestly, along the way, you might fall down like this. Ready? Right? Hello! Right. So what do you do when you fall down? Get back up. Everybody knows to get back up, because if I start walking, I'm not going to get anywhere. But I tell you, there are some times in life where you fall down and you feel like you don't have the strength to get back up. Do you think you have hope? Because I tell you, I'm down here, face down, and I have no arms, no legs. It should be impossible for me to get back up, but it's not. You see, I will try 100 times to get up, and if I fail 100 times, if I fail and I give up, do you think that I'm ever going to get up? No. But if I fail, I try again and again and again. But I just want you to know that it's not the end. It matters how you're going to finish. Are you going to finish strong? And you will find that strength to get back up like this.
Friends, very, very touchy video, a very specially challenged personality. I will say world famous personality, Mr. Nick. Nothing is impossible for him. You have seen his routine, everything he is doing on his own. Today, he is highly paid motivational speaker, not only to the corporate or businesses or offices, but the students, the schools. What a wonderful contribution. In spite of being especially challenged, he's doing for the betterment of this world. Friends, this is what is takeaway I want you take from this particular session is whatever you have, turn it as the best potential of your life and make your life very, very successful. Make the best version of it. Friends, the suggestions what I want to make this school is such type of inspiring videos. If you can make the part of your assembly, it may be for 3 minutes, 4 minutes, 5 minutes, where are there value addition for the students, for the parents, where there are takeaways from the videos. I think such display of videos, which a number of videos are available on the Google or on the YouTube, this can be displayed. That is my first and foremost suggestion. Second suggestion is you can take up along with other contests, you can take the training sessions of building the skills which are required for the children. The third suggestion is you can organize the interviews. It may be on virtual platform or in person of successful people, successful personalities, how they have achieved that success. And fourth and most important thing is there are a lot of modules are available on social emotional learnings. Such modules, if the school can make the part of their curriculum that will help teaching or giving learnings to the students in most effective manner, and even improving the parents, their overall behavior and contributing their best to the child's success, that can be improved. I think school can think on these lines and make appropriate changes. Well, for training programs, there are many experts are available. You can call any of them and they can help you, because everybody wants to contribute something for the betterment of the society, and that will help you regarding this personality. Thank you very much for giving me patient hearing. I wish you all the students and parents as well as teachers, wish you a very, very bright, very, very positive and successful personalities in your life. Looking for in future for more invitation. Thank you very much.
Thank you, ma'am, for your valuable suggestions. You have explained us very well. We appreciate your suggestions. Now I request Mrs. Snell Khataukar, ma'am, to give her overall view on today's webinar. Over to you, ma'am.
I thank you, ma'am, for such a wonderful session on personality development. Today, we had a perfect personality for this webinar on personality development. All the tips given by you for developing personality were excellent. Really, all the viewers must have taken the tips for personality development, isn't it? Thank you. Over to you, Rupali.
Thank you, ma'am. Now I request Avelina to propose the vote of thanks.
Thank you, Rupali. I, Avelina John, take the privilege and pleasure to propose a vote of thanks on behalf of our school. A big thank you to our guest for sharing such informative talk about personality development. I show my gratitude to our respected chairman, Mr. Subhashji Parmar sir, for his encouragement and support. A sincere thanks to all the committee members and trust members for their guidance. Thank you to our principals, our teachers, and our technical team for the valuable contribution in making this webinar a success. Above all, I thank all the viewers as your participation has made this webinar a successful event. I believe that this lecture has certainly provided you an insight into the personality development. After this program, it is expected that whenever you will be dealing in your personal and professional life, this exposure will help you to formulate the policy with the angle of fair competition and great success. To conclude, let me once again reiterate my gratitude to all. Thank you and have a nice day.
Acharya Shri Vijay Vallabh School, Pune, India. Thanks all our viewers for giving their overwhelming response. Thanks to our